Bo Nickal, guys, he said something outrageous. It is annoying people, and I'm going to quote him right now, okay? I'm guessing they didn't want me to roll over into Abu Dhabi on 10 days notice and smash their boy in front of his home crowd or something. Guys, answer me this. Do you believe Bo Nickal really thinks that he can smash Khamzat Chimaev? Or do you think he's doing the right thing and just keeping his name out there? Let me know down in the comments. We're going to go into it today. But guys, on the last video, I asked you whether or not you thought that Kamaru Usman was being disrespected a little bit, and DJ O left a very good comment. DJ O said, "This is def a bet I might get on. Really wish he had had one more fight since the decision loss in that third Edwards fight. Kind of feel like he won that fight too." Joel, thanks for the comment, man. Yeah, look, I think that Leon won that fight pretty clearly, but I'm pretty sure that one judge actually gave it to Usman. So it was a competitive fight. Like, close fights to me can have clear winners, and to me it was Leon. And I agree with you, man. It would be so much easier if we had just seen Kamaru Usman come back for one more fight, so like we really know where he's at. But if you still think that that old Usman is still in there, that fire is still in him, he might be feeling rejuvenated without the weight cut, that underdog money is there, man, so go for it. But it is MMA betting, dude. Like, anything can happen. All right, guys, let's get into today's business. And from the top, just in case you haven't caught up on all the news, Paulo Costa withdrew because of a staph infection in his elbow. And that means that the former welterweight champion Kamaru Usman has stepped up to face Chimaev, and I'm sure that many MMA fighters were likely contacted about this opportunity, but Bo Nickal says that he wasn't. And I'm okay with it. I think Usman is a much bigger draw than Bo, and having Usman's name there on this fight has turned this card into a solid 8 out of 10. Guys, that's another one. What would you rate this card out of 10? Put that down there in the comments. Now, I'm going to be quoting Bo Nickal right now. This is what he said on his YouTube channel. He says, "I was disappointed that they didn't ask me to step in there. I was expecting at least an ask like, hey, do you want to do this? But no, nothing from the UFC. It is what it is. I'm guessing they didn't want me to roll over into Abu Dhabi on 10 days notice and smash their boy in front of his home crowd or something." Oh God, like he thinks that they are like protecting Khamzat Chimaev from Bo Nickal. Like Bo Nickal thinks they're protecting Khamzat Chimaev from him. Guys, I said leading into this fight when all the announcements were coming out and my instant reaction that I was hoping that this was the fight that was going to be made. I said that even if Bo took on this fight and copped the loss, it really wouldn't matter that much in his overall fan leverage, and as he keeps on winning, he can still work his way into a title picture within 1 or 2 years, which is the track that he's on. And depending on where Chimaev is in 1 or 2 years, you could actually have a rematch for the ages. I don't think it was that much of a loss for him, but Bo seems to take this as if the UFC are protecting Usman from Bo. And that seems to be really tickling people the wrong way, because I don't think Bo realizes that he is a protected talent by the UFC as well. Bo Nickal is definitely on that Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira, Sean O'Malley, give them winnable fights and get them as close to a title without losing as possible. That little plan that the UFC has for who they see can become a big superstar. Khamzat Chimaev isn't an easy fight for anyone, and personally, I think Chimaev would smash Bo Nickal at this point in his career. I just think Bo needs a little bit more experience in there. I think Khamzat and Bo, they are two hype trains of the same sort with different fan bases. And I do believe that one day we're going to see these two hype trains smash into each other. And when it comes to Bo Nickal making these comments, can you really blame him? I mean, look how old the kid is. Look at his record. He must feel like a world beater at this point. But that's the thing. So does Chimaev. Like, Chimaev feels like a world beater as well. Like, do you guys remember that gangster look of Chimaev just sitting on the cage? La-di-da as Burns is going to make his walkout. Like, that is one of the coolest shots that exists in MMA history. You just don't see that thing often. So they are both super confident fighters. Like, Chimaev's motto is literally smash everybody. I honestly believe in my heart, Bo thinks the same exact way, which leads us again back into today's question. Do you think Bo actually believes this, Or do you think Bo understands the world of wrestling and probably grew up watching, entertainment wrestling growing up as well, and also understands the entertainment side of it? Bo Nickal is sort of like Chael Sonnen, where he understands that he's got to keep his name out there in the media, and that's exactly what Bo Nickal has done. Or do you think that Bo Nickal actually believes that at this stage in his career, he could beat Khamzat Chimaev? In fact, he would run through him. In fact, how do you think that fight would go? Let's say there is a hypothetical Bo Nickal versus Chimaev coming up at UFC this weekend. Who do you think would win that fight? Guys, a lot of questions to answer down in the comments. Let's get this convo started. If you guys have been enjoying these videos, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one.